Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something Jocko Willink has drilled into the hearts and minds of millions of people across the world. Something that is more than just words. It's a call to action, a mindset, a way of life. The phrase is simple: get after it. These three words carry the weight of discipline, the spirit of relentless pursuit, and the courage to stop waiting for the perfect time and start creating it. Life is not going to hand you success. Life is not going to gift you strength, growth, or opportunity. It is earned, it is fought for, it is chased down with everything you've got. When Jocko says get after it, he means stop procrastinating, stop making excuses, stop waiting for tomorrow to fix what you could be fixing today. The world will test you, challenges will come at you from every direction, and you will feel tired, broken, or overwhelmed at times. But that's the exact moment you must tell yourself, get after it. That's the time to push harder, to rise when it's easier to stay down, to take action when others hesitate. We live in a world full of distractions, a world that tempts you to be comfortable, to stay average, to delay your dreams until someday. But there is no someday. There is only today. The opportunity in front of you will not wait forever. The discipline you avoid today becomes the regret you carry tomorrow. Get after it is a battle cry to grab life by the collar and do what needs to be done no matter how you feel. It is waking up early when your body screams to stay in bed. It is putting in the extra work when everyone else has gone home. It is studying longer, training harder, and preparing more because you refuse to settle for mediocrity. Every single day you have two choices: give in to excuses or get after it. Which one you choose will decide who you become. And let's be clear, getting after it doesn't mean you won't fail. In fact, it means the opposite. It means you are willing to take risks, to face rejection, to stumble, to bleed, to learn, and to keep moving forward no matter what. Failure is not the enemy. Quitting is. Struggle is not the enemy. Comfort is. Pain is not the enemy. It's the path to growth. When you adopt the get after it mentality, you stop fearing the obstacles, and instead you start seeing them as training grounds, as opportunities to sharpen yourself into someone tougher, smarter, and stronger. The greatest people in history did not wait for ideal conditions. They didn't wait for everything to be perfect. They got after it despite fear, despite doubt, despite pain. So I'm asking you today, what's that thing in your life you've been putting off? What's that goal that's been sitting in the back of your mind while excuses pile up? What's that habit you know you need to change but you keep delaying until tomorrow? Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Stop living at half speed. Start now. Push forward now. Fight now. Get after it. Because the truth is, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you the life you dream of. You have to go and take it. Every moment wasted is a moment you never get back. Every second you hesitate is an opportunity slipping away. Time is undefeated, and every day that passes is a day you can never reclaim. Don't let it pass with regret. Live it with discipline. Live it with purpose. Live it with fire. The world doesn't need more people waiting for the right time. The world needs more people who are willing to get after it, even when conditions are tough. Your family needs it. Your dreams need it. Your future self is depending on it. It's not about motivation, it's about discipline. Motivation fades, but discipline is what keeps you grinding when motivation is gone. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you want to be, and get after it is the action that takes you across that bridge. So wake up tomorrow and don't hit the snooze button. Get after it. When your workout feels too heavy, get after it. When your goals feel too far away, get after it. When doubt whispers in your ear telling you that you can't prove it wrong, and get after it anyway. That's the Jocko Willink way. That's the warrior's way. That's the only way to win. Life will always test you, but you have two options: back down or rise up. And the only answer is simple: rise up, fight back, grind harder. So wherever you are right now, whatever you're facing, remember this one call to arms, this one battle cry that can carry you through anything. Get after it. When you hear the words get after it, you are not just hearing a phrase, you are being handed a command, a standard, a way of operating that changes the way you live. Jocko Willink doesn't use those words lightly. He lived them in the battlefield as a Navy SEAL and carries them into life because he knows what it takes to win, not sometimes, not when it's convenient, but every single day. The first key to understanding this call is recognizing that getting after it is about taking control of your life instead of letting life control you. Most people wake up each day and drift through it, waiting to see what happens, hoping things go their way, letting circumstances decide their destiny. That is not the way of the warrior. That is not the way of someone who wants to achieve greatness. The first step is to stop living passively and start living aggressively. Not reckless aggression, but disciplined aggression. It means attacking each day with intention, with focus, with purpose, not sitting back waiting for things to change, but being the one to make change happen. Think about how many mornings you've hit snooze. Think about how many times you've delayed starting that workout, that business, that book, that conversation you know you need to have. Every time you hit snooze, every time you delay, you reinforce the habit of hesitation, and hesitation is the enemy of progress. Get after it is about crushing hesitation the moment it rises. It is about saying no to the easy path, no to the excuse that tells you tomorrow will be better, and yes to action right now. The truth is, nobody is coming to push you, nobody is going to drag you out of bed, nobody is going to force you to do the hard things. You must become your own drill instructor, your own motivator, your own commander. That's where power begins, when you stop waiting for external pressure and start holding yourself accountable. And understand this, getting after it is not about feelings. You will not always feel like working. You will not always feel like training. You will not always feel like grinding through the pain. Feelings are unreliable. If you wait until you feel like doing the hard things, you will never do them consistently. Discipline is the core of getting after it. Discipline means you do what must be done, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is what turns a wish into a plan, a dream into reality. When Jocko says discipline equals freedom, this is what he means, because when you have the discipline to get after it day after day, you earn the freedom that comes with strength, growth, and success. Without discipline, you will always be a prisoner to your own excuses. With discipline, you are free. You must also realize that life will test you the moment you commit to this mindset. The second you decide to get after it, resistance will rise up. The bed will feel warmer, the weights will feel heavier, the excuses will sound louder, the temptations will become stronger. Life has a way of pushing back against anyone trying to climb higher. But here's the truth, you cannot control the difficulty of the test, but you can control your response. And your response must be simple: attack, push forward, don't negotiate with weakness, don't argue with laziness, don't bargain with excuses. You dominate them. You refuse to let them dictate your actions. That's why Jocko says to default to aggression, because hesitation is defeat. The second you hesitate, the second you question yourself, you lose momentum. And momentum is everything. Success is built on momentum, small consistent actions that build into unstoppable force. That force is built when you refuse to hesitate and instead get after it right now, without delay, without doubt. Another truth about this mindset is that it will make you uncomfortable, and that's exactly the point. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Comfort convinces you that you've done enough, that you can relax, that you don't need to push any further. But comfort is the enemy of growth. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you choose weakness over strength. The people who rise, the people who conquer, the people who inspire, those are the people who willingly step into discomfort, who embrace the grind, who lean into the pain, who train harder, study longer, sacrifice more. They know that comfort is not where greatness lives. Get after it means walking into the fire when others step back, running toward the challenge when others run away, pushing through the pain when others give up. That's how you grow. That's how you harden your mind. That's how you rise above the rest. Now, let's talk about responsibility. Getting after it means taking complete ownership of your life. If your life isn't where you want it to be, it is not someone else's fault. It's not the government's fault, not your boss's fault, not your parents' fault, not your past's fault. It's on you. Jocko calls it extreme ownership. When you stop blaming and start owning, you put the power back in your hands. If you failed, it's because of your actions. If you succeeded, it's because of your actions. That mindset shifts everything. Because if your problems are caused by other people, you're powerless. But if your problems are caused by you, then you have the power to fix them. That's where freedom is. That's where strength is. That's the core of getting after it. Taking responsibility, refusing to make excuses, refusing to wait for anyone else to solve your problems. You step up, you do the work, you get after it. Think of the battlefield. In combat, hesitation costs lives. In combat, you don't wait for perfect conditions. You move, you act, you adapt, you overcome. That's how you survive. And life is no different. Every day is a battlefield of choices, and every choice you make moves you closer to victory, or closer to defeat. Get after it means fight that battle with full force. Don't let time slip away. Don't waste your life in hesitation and regret. Take the fight to your goals, to your weaknesses, to your fears, to your doubts. Conquer them. And here's the beautiful part: when you get after it, you inspire others to do the same. Your discipline, your aggression, your consistency, it sends a message to everyone around you. Your family sees it, your friends see it, your team sees it, and slowly they begin to rise with you. You don't just change yourself, you change your environment. You set a standard. You show others what's possible. When you stop waiting and start acting, that ripple effect can transform lives. But it starts with you. It starts with you making the decision to get after it every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter what's happening, no matter how tired or beaten down you may be. So the first key point is simple yet powerful. You must own your life, destroy hesitation, embrace discipline, and aggressively pursue every goal in front of you. You must live with urgency, with intention, with fire in your soul, because time is running out. Every
day is one less day you have. Every second wasted is gone forever. And someday you will look back on your life. You will either be filled with regret because you let excuses win, or you will stand tall knowing that you fought every day, that you refused to quit, that you chose discipline, that you lived with intensity, that you got after it. The choice is yours, and it begins right now. Life does not reward hesitation. It does not reward waiting for the perfect moment. It rewards those who move, those who take action, those who get after it with everything they have. The second key to truly understanding what get after it means is discipline in the face of distraction. The world is loud. It is filled with noise, endless temptations, comfort zones, shortcuts, excuses, and every possible reason to stay average. The second you decide to step into the arena of greatness, distractions will rise like waves against you. The path will not be blocked by impossible walls. It will be blocked by the tiny seductive voices of procrastination, laziness, fear, and doubt. If you want to live a life that matters, if you want to get after it, you need to learn how to stay focused when everything around you is trying to break your concentration. Discipline is not glamorous, it is not flashy, but it is the force that turns potential into power, dreams into reality, and goals into victories. The truth is, most people fail, not because they don't have talent, not because they lack resources, but because they cannot defeat the pull of distraction. Every second spent scrolling endlessly, complaining, wishing, or overthinking is time stolen from your mission. Discipline is the weapon that cuts through distraction. Getting after it means you master the art of saying no, of rejecting anything that does not serve your purpose. It means protecting your time like it is gold, because it is the one currency you will never get back. Every day you wake up, you have a finite amount of energy, focus, and willpower. Where you direct it will decide whether you rise or stay stuck. Getting after it means directing it with precision, with aggression, with clarity, and refusing to allow anything to steal it from you. Imagine a soldier in battle. He cannot afford to be distracted, because distraction means defeat. Life is no different. When you wake up, your mission is waiting for you. The battlefield may not look like a war zone, but it is. It is the battlefield of your mind, your habits, your decisions. If you want to dominate, you cannot wander aimlessly. You must lock in. That's what getting after it means. It means living with intent, moving with purpose, cutting out the noise. People around you will not always understand. They will tell you to relax, to slow down, to take it easy. They will try to pull you into comfort, because your relentless drive makes them uncomfortable. But here is the truth. You do not exist to live easy. You exist to grow, to push, to conquer. Comfort zones are graveyards for potential. If you stay there too long, your dreams will die quietly, while you are distracted by things that never mattered. Getting after it requires vigilance. It requires you to guard your focus with everything you have. It means scheduling your time, prioritizing ruthlessly, waking up earlier, staying longer, doing more, and refusing to let excuses anchor you down. It means choosing the hard road because you know the hard road builds strength, while the easy road leads nowhere. Every distraction you defeat becomes a victory. Every temptation you overcome becomes fuel. Discipline in the face of distraction is how warriors are made, and here is the conclusion. Getting after it is not about doing it once in a while, when you feel like it. It is about living this way daily. It is about choosing discipline over distraction, every single time, even when no one is watching, even when it feels like no progress is being made, even when the world does not applaud you. Because success is not built in moments of applause, it is built in the unseen hours, the quiet battles where you chose to keep going. When you decide to get after it, you are declaring war on comfort, on excuses, on fear, on hesitation. You are deciding to own your destiny with aggressive focus and unstoppable drive. That is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. You cannot afford to wait. You cannot afford to drift. You must attack life with discipline, precision, and relentless energy. So when the distractions come, and they will, you rise above them. When fear whispers in your ear, you shut it down. When laziness tries to chain you, you break free. You look at every obstacle, every challenge, every excuse, and you say, "Not today. I am getting after it." That is how you become unstoppable. That is how you win. That is how you build a life of purpose, power, and impact. Stay disciplined, stay focused, stay relentless. Get after it.